Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to an episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for your Monday. Welcome into another Marriage Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for joining in with us and starting your week off strong if you're listening real time. I hope that I'm going to be able to make it through this episode the right way. My headset is only working one ear right now, and it is really throwing me off. Hearing you talk is going to be weird, but we are joined with our co-hosts, as always. Savannah's here with us tonight. How are you?
I'm good.
Excited to be here?
Always.
This is not a road show this week.
No.
We did not go down to Auburn this past weekend, and man, I'm kind of glad we did. It would have been a fun game to go to, but it poured buckets. I mean, like,
yeah, it wouldn't have been worth it
for the whole second quarter, just about. And so we went, a little update here on the weather, coming off this, just talking about the rain in that game. You've heard us talk on the show, it's been dry, and we went probably 4 to 6 weeks with no rain, maybe like a passing shower or something, but nothing substantial, and everything was brown. Like, we were ending the season early, for sure. Over this weekend, we got 5 inches in 5 days. It has been absolutely pouring.
It's been raining for 5 days.
5 inches in 5 days. So I think some of the rain started on like Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know, 4 days, whatever. I just saw a graphic that said our specific.
We got 5 inches over the weekend.
Correct. 5 inches in the last couple of days, which is a lot, considering some parts of the country get like 15 or 20 for the whole year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So 5 inches in that amount of time was a lot of water, and so that's good, though. Our grass at home is literally already greening up, and we haven't even seen the sun yet. So that's great. I'm hoping that it's going to get us a last push for the end of the year that we can finish strong, because honestly, if we get just a little bit of maybe like once or twice a week rain here for the next couple weeks, just to keep us from going so dry again, then we should be able to get a good solid probably 4 weeks of mowing left if we stay hot. Because we're getting back up.
We will.
Yeah, we're getting back up to the mid 80s this week. So
yes, my gosh,
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to it. That's a nice $40K that we can put in the bank before the end of the year. So I am excited to make that happen if we can. So we need to bill out as much as we can here before we drop off and go into leaf season and things. But anyway, back to today in Marriage Monday. It's been not wild, actually. It's been kind of chill.
It's been great. It's been not wild at all.
Yeah, this is probably honestly the most normal week we've had in a while.
Yes.
Nothing broke.
Love that.
Nothing broke, which was great. Got some good production done. Finished up our big job last week and finished up another one. Get some irrigation in this week. So,
and the rain behaved so well. Yep, just was over the weekend, so you didn't really miss
we missed Thursday. We didn't mow Thursday.
Yeah, but Friday, it was supposed to rain all day Friday, too.
Yeah, it was supposed to rain all day.
And it did not, so y'all got to work. So.
Correct, yeah. We got all the stuff we had to catch up, caught up. I think we skipped probably, I don't know, seven or 10, but they were mostly all weekly properties, so we just skipped that week and we'll be fine. We don't get to bail out for it, but it is what it is. Not behind too bad moving into this coming week, which is a huge relief for sure. So, big week ahead, though. I am going to Ohio this week.
Yeah, we're not going.
Yeah, we are not going. That's not a trip to make home with you and Jack.
No.
Going to Ohio this week to buy a truck, so you'll see more of that heading up to Cincinnati. And then got a 10-hour drive home by myself, so hopefully I can get through 1 or 2 good audio books, some podcasts maybe.
Yeah, that'll be a long day for you.
It will. It will be a long, long day. So I'm heading out midweek, and then we got some projects coming in this week, just some maintenance and things. But
wait, how far is it, the drive from
Do you sound raspy in your headphones? Do you sound like your volume's too high?
I don't think my volume's too high.
Okay. These headphones are just shot. But anyway, continue. How far is Cincinnati? What?
How far is Cincinnati from here?
I think it's like 8 or 10 hours. Probably like 8 hours.
I was going to say 8 or 10 because you have a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, I think it's 8.
Okay. Because I was going to say that if you're looking at now 12 hours, because you got 2 hours from Columbus to get there.
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's going to, yikes. I'm actually about to look.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just know it's a long way. And when you get past 6, it's like they all run together.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good week up there. We got good stuff to do here at the house and so on and so forth. But it's been, like I said, a good weekend. We got to spend.
It's closer.
It's closer.
Cincinnati is closer. Like it's on the way home.
How far is it?
Oh, I didn't look.
We're this far into it. We're this committed.
Yeah,
Might as well
I guess
put a time on it
for you. 6 hours and 50 minutes.
Oh, nice. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad at all. That's only like.
I don't know from his shop.
That's less than 2 hours from ahead, like above Equip. Equip is 5.
Yeah.
Louisville. So okay, that's actually not terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Louisville. That's right there.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's not far at all. Cool.
I don't know where his shop is in relation. I just hit Cincinnati. So, anyways.
Close enough. There
you go.
Yeah, it has been a good week though. We got to spend some good time together this past week. We celebrated Jack's birthday last week, and this week has just been. Really good schedule wise. I had a good Monday of work in the office and things. We both did our own things this week. Like you kind of, I don't know. We both just got to really do both of our roles pretty well.
Yes.
No really pushback or anything, which is really weird.
Yeah. I'm like trying to think about this week. I think this week was like doctor's appointments and stuff that I had with Jack.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jack did get sick this week.
Yeah, Jack got sick this week. He just had like a little fever virus.
We're always saying that, but he's not even that. He's actually not even that sick of a kid.
No. I don't think we always say that. I think he had. I mean, kids just got back in school, so I mean, stuff's going around, and he's in church nursery. So little siblings get stuff from big siblings, and my kid gets it from the little sibling, and that's just how it is. But, I think that like we took him to an urgent care Friday night. Was that Friday night? And he's 2 years old, and we'd never done that before.
He's never.
I just worried because he had a pretty high fever for a few days, and like
and honestly, we didn't even need to go.
We didn't even need to go. Like we got nothing out of it. I just want to make sure like he didn't have an ear infection or something that could be treated with antibiotics. But and they were like, yeah, no, he just has a virus. I'm like, great, glad we spent our Friday night here. But like he's not a sick. I just say all that to say he's not a sick kid. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he maybe had like 1 or 2 sick visits to his actual pediatrician in 2 years.
Yeah, and one of them wasn't even for like the sickness, like a cold. Like it was something else.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's where we're at.
Good week. And so it's very rare to hear you say that, right? Like it's usually like, what went wrong this week? Well,
you say every week is wild of ours.
It usually is. We usually don't have chill weeks. We
do not have a wild.
Yes, we
life.
Do.
Okay.
Our life is wild.
Okay.
Our life is crazy. You can't even argue that. Our life is pretty crazy.
It's not.
Yes, it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know why you say that?
What?
We're so far into it and so committed to it. It's just every day for us now. From the outside looking in, it is pretty wild, pretty crazy as far as just like the things that can go wrong, the things that do go wrong, the opposition, the perseverance that it takes.
I guess I just don't see it as that way anymore. Like it's just
no. I'm telling you, it's because you're 6 years into it. Like
I guess
that's literally what it is. Think back to 3 or 4 years ago when we were in the very beginning of this thing. Like how much more stressed out you were on a day-to-day basis. Like we weren't even doing half the stuff.
I was taking years off my life.
We're not even doing half the stuff we're doing now back then, and we were still like, still all that stuff was still happening.
Yeah,
but it was a totally different. Like we were just in the beginning stages of it.
Yeah.
But all that to say, so today we were in church, and I've created a quotes note on my phone. So like I'm gonna start like any quote because I always like, you listen to podcasts, you listen to books or whatever, and you hear quotes, people talk. And you hear it and you're like, oh, that's really good. And then you forget it in 30 minutes. Like you can't even go back and remember it, right? And you'll never remember it again in a conversation when you need it. So I've started a quotes note in my phone. Anything and everything that I see that I like that, I start writing in here now. And this kind of goes with, and it's for this exact purpose. This quote goes with what we're talking about here is they're talking about in church today, and we were talking about in church. It's crazy how your faith and business align, right? Like church is not a business, but it requires a lot of business principles to grow a church. Like you have to be smart with money. You have to have a good leader to build a team, to build people that are better than you, do different. Like there are principles that go both ways. There's a lot of principles from the Christian faith that apply to business. And so we were just in church today, and the pastor was saying opposition is a sign you're going in the right direction. And it's like when you stop and think about that, it's very, very true. It applies to your Christian walk for sure. Like if you're sound and sturdy in your faith, like stuff's gonna go wrong. The devil's gonna try to take you down however he can.
Yeah.
He's gonna give you trials. But then you take this and translate over to the business. Like this is the exact same thing. Like when you're doing right, when you're growing, and this goes back to Friday show. You didn't even hear Friday show. Friday show might have been the biggest rant that I've ever had. I went saying a lot. I went pretty hard Friday. I might have lost some listeners on Friday's show because that was pretty tough. But it was good, and it's just telling you, like, because I was talking about I haven't really felt burnt out this year the way that we have in years past.
Yeah, and you are right. I don't feel like I've really heard you.
Not at all.
We've also had some like different things happen this year that you've never had before, like having your office space and having more. So
this is exactly why I haven't felt burnt out this year, because we're actually growing the business. I'm not just going and doing like monotonous the same thing over and over and over again.
You're not just trying to keep your head above water.
Exactly. I'm trying to keep my head above water and grow the company.
Yeah.
And swim upstream.
Yeah.
That's literally why though. Like we're in this thing, and I feel like honestly, in the last 4 months of the summertime, when it's been the busiest that we've been ever in the history of the company, right? It's we've done the most work. I think we've had like less arguments than we've had in years past.
The two of us?
Yeah. When it comes to like business related things, I can't even think of that many.
Yeah.
Like aside from me not telling you my schedule for the day at 7 a.m.
Which you've stopped doing, by the way.
Well, different roles, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm trying to think of something. Are you thinking of something you're not saying?
No, I'm not.
What? Why are you looking at me like that then?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after.
Spit it out.
We'll talk about it after.
Okay, whatever. Well, I don't feel like we've...
I agree with you.
All right, I'll hit pause and then we'll come back. Well, that will be talked about on, I don't know. That's
just keep going.
Maybe one day we'll share it. Like 10 years from now, we'll talk about that. But maybe we're further down the road. That one can't be talked about.
He's right. He's right.
I feel like we're in a better spot, and so
we are in a better spot.
The reason that I'm saying that is like,
but like also to that truth, like the more time that goes along, the more time that passes, the more into my role I'm becoming, and I'm becoming more like not necessarily like secure in that, but I'm like finding my like confidence and my groove in that, and I'm kind of like staying in my lane a little bit.
Yeah. And that is like,
and you're kind of doing the same. Which
that's been huge. I think that really is. That's honestly, I think that's been a huge portion of it. Like, the first month was not easy.
Yeah,
like making, and it's such first world problems, right? Like, it sounds so pretentious to say that. Like, the first month was not easy. Of what? You're just being able to be home. Like, it's such a pretentious thing to say, but it's really not, right? Because. Yeah. There's so many other sacrifices that goes with it, and that's what I always want to make clear.
But we're still adjusting to those sacrifices,
and that's what I want to make clear to people. Like, if it looks like we're doing half decent in life, like, you don't see all the sacrifices behind the scenes.
Yeah,
and that's what everyone has to realize. If you're out there building a company and you're making the hard decisions right now, like you're making the big decisions behind the scenes and no one sees, and you can't show the fruit of it just yet, like, just stick to it.
Yeah. Because
we were making those decisions 2 years ago. Yeah. And now we're finally seeing the fruit of it 2 years later with you being able to stay home now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like all of these things it will come around. You will see the reward. You will reap the reward.
And it doesn't all necessarily happen at one time. You know?
It 100% doesn't happen at one time. And in some ways it does, right? Like, you're going to look and say, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, because we touched on it last week. Like, you just got a new car, you stayed home, like, you stay home now, and you would look at that from the outside looking in, you're like, what? They got it all figured out, right? Like,
anybody that would just like meet me and I'm like, yeah, I quit my job this year and we just bought a brand new car and we spent 2 weeks at the beach this summer. We spent a month at the beach this year between the February
the winter
and we have a trip to Disney planned. You know, like if you just like say all those things out loud, it's like, bro, what? Like they must have their life together. First of all, we don't. Second of all, just everything we do requires sacrifice one way or another, and you prioritize those things in your life. Like, and we've talked about before. I don't know if we've even talked about before. Like, we're on the same page about the things that matter to us. Like, 100%. we would much rather take vacations as a family than live in a 3-4 story mansion of a house right now. Like, our house is very much livable. Like, I don't want to make it sound
our house is better than most.
No, it's not. Our house, I'm not making it something that it's not, but we're not going to make it sound like it's the best thing in the world either.
Well,
like,
no, it's not by any means.
It's by no stretch of the imagination is this my dream house.
No.
But it's fine, and I'm not...
It serves its purpose for the stage of life we're in.
And our priorities are other places. Yeah. Like, those are the things we're focused on.
Because we're not even, like, we're not to the point yet where, like, our home is... Like, we don't have 7 through 15-year-olds, or like we're hosting people over and friends and that. And
we'll be at a different stage of life where like traveling probably won't be as big of a thing because we'll have so many things in life, and
it'll be too expensive to travel with 4 kids and their friends, and
we'll be here, and that's fine. Like, those things change over time, but we're on the same page about that.
Yeah. And
so
that's
anyways,
what leads to
the
this.
sacrifice and being on the same page, like, it's easy to look at somebody and think that they have their life figured out, but you have no idea, first of all, what goes on behind closed doors, the sacrifices that it takes to get there, and the work that's put into it.
And I also just want to, like, second this with...
And the thought that goes behind it, too, right? Like, sometimes it's easy to think that, I don't know, I'm working on, like, not being judgmental, like, of decisions and being like, well, whoa, like, they just did that, or they spent that money. But it's like, we think through those things and make responsible financial decisions. It's not like they're not, thought over, prayed over, researched. And
some of them are like months and years in advance.
Exactly. Like, they're things that are in the works and talked about for a long time. It's not like you just flippantly make decisions like that. Anyways.
But there is another side of that is...
Okay, in business, wait, what?
What?
That you're saying, like, making quick decisions. Yeah. That's a different conversation than your personal life with your family.
Not totally. There is a separation there. There is separation, but that principle still applies in some sense.
Okay, but like buying a new house or going out and buying a new family car, like, those are not like quick decisions that are going to make or break your family.
Correct.
That's what I'm talking about. Anyways.
All of that to say, what I would second that with is, if you are what?
Nothing.
Savannah's ready to move on.
No,
this is different. What? No, I know what you're thinking. If you are...
No, you don't. You really... Yes. I would give you $5 million if you guessed the thought that I just thought.
Oh, I don't know.
No. Okay. You'll never guess it.
All right, whatever.
Move on.
Well, don't forget it.
I won't.
All that to say, for the 15th time I've said this now.
Yeah.
If you are succeeding, if you are hitting some wins, you're hitting some goals, you're seeing that stuff come through, don't have too much imposter syndrome with it, right?
Yeah.
Because we sit here and we say, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know the sacrifice. That is all true. Don't make people in your, don't feel bad about enjoying some of your wins.
Yeah, you should.
And you don't have to go
I don't know
brag.
who we talked about this. I feel like the almonds. But, it's important to take the time and, realize, reflect on your wins and how far you've come. Look at everything we were able to accomplish this year, and not in a boastful, a humble brag, literally a humble brag. It's okay to acknowledge that, because it's also motivation. When you really think about it,
you also should share that, though, because you sharing that is what makes other people want to do it. Yeah. It's the attitude with which you share it is what matters. And I'm in a coaching group with a bunch of other people, and he was talking about with his trainer one day. His trainer is huge. You would all know him. His trainer's huge, and the dude was working out. He started getting trained by him, and the trainer never wore a cutoff. Like, he always wore like a long sleeve, baggy shirt, like didn't care, but his dude just jacked out of his mind. Well, this dude started working with him, and he's a huge mindset guy, and he's like, dude, why don't you show off? Why don't you take a picture of yourself in the gym? And he was like, no, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that one that shows off. And the dude was like, no, that is what makes people want to change their lives, by seeing a visual like that. It's not you saying, hey, look at me, I'm this massive dude.
It's like, look what you can do.
It's look what's possible.
Yeah.
And that's like, somebody posts a video in a fancy car in a fancy house or whatever, driving their boat on the water, whatever that is that matters to you. It's not always them saying, hey, look at me. It's saying, hey, this is what's possible for you to go get it.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with the world of social media is, honestly, it's not, social media isn't always bad. People just take things the wrong way without even knowing.
Yeah.
Like, and but now what I would say with that is, like, if you do post those videos, unfortunately, because of the sin-ridden world that we live in, people are going to jump to conclusions that aren't there. Just make it a priority to share your true attitude behind it and your reasoning behind what you're doing.
Yeah.
And don't act like a prick about it. Like, don't try to show, like, don't act boastful and prideful. Mm-hmm. But there is a side that you should say, hey, look at this stuff. Like, when I see, like, the people that come to mind are like the Brensels, right? They built this massive company. You've heard their story. They've been up, they've been down, everywhere in between. But like, they share their land they purchased and their house they built and the pool they put in, and they share that stuff. And you look at that and you're like, man, these people got it all figured out. But at the end of the day, they don't think that. They tell you their struggles. But I see that property and I'm like, that's what I want one day. I want that property. I want that pool. I want that home to be able to raise our family in.
Yeah.
And so those things, like, if you can't see that stuff, if you can't see people further down the road than you, then how are you supposed to even create and cast vision for yourselves? Because your brain may not be open to seeing that yet.
Well, I'm like,
especially if you didn't come up in that realm of living.
And I feel like it's also as important to, like, check your mindset when you see posts like that. And if you're the one that's, like, getting offended by that and feel like, oh, people are just throwing it in your face, like,
that goes back to Friday.
What are you doing?
Change your attitude.
Sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. Like, if you're intimidated by that, or like if it makes you feel bad for yourself, like, that's your problem. Like,
freaking get up and go to work, because I guarantee you 90% of the people posting that crap don't care about what you think. They're posting it to share their journey and say, hey, this is what you can do. They're not saying, oh, look at me.
Yeah, like, if, I don't know, this might be kind of harsh, but like, if you're taking offense to that, when it's done in, like, a nice way or whatever, honestly, you shouldn't care about it at all, even if they're not being nice, because it's them doing their thing and you can do yours. But if you're taking offense to that in a way that's like, oh, they're just throwing it in my face or whatever, like, that's so unattainable, that's definitely a you problem. Like, you have to fix your own mindset and not, be offended.
Stop throwing yourself a pity party.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Mm-hmm. You create your own destiny with the help of people around you, right? And you better, I suggest you have the Lord on your side. Like, that's something that I want to always make sure that we check up is, like, we're pretty open about our faith. And I do think that you can do a lot, right? You can do a lot yourself. You can grow yourself. You can put in the work, put in the effort. At the end of the day, it all comes back to the ability that the Lord's given you to even get up and take a breath every day, right? Like, that is all, that's we do none of that. But I do think we are called to put in the work that it takes to grow that, right? You can't just sit as a bump on a log and say, oh, Lord, give me this, Lord, give me that, and not put in the effort.
Yeah, no.
So there are things that you need to be doing, but don't get so caught up in yourself and self-help and things like that you do throw that away and think you can have it all figured out. And maybe if you are the one you're working 15 hours a day, you can't seem to catch a break, you don't know what the thing is, you're working your heart out, you're trying to pour everything you have into it, you're giving everything you got, but you don't have that relationship with the Lord, and you sit there and you're like, what else can I have? What else can I do? That may be your missing piece. And that's for you to figure out on your own. Happy to talk through those conversations, but that is something that you need to check up in the mirror and say, hey, is this the missing piece? Is this the missing link? And so, because you're going to get yourself so far, and that's nowhere, essentially. So, I think that's really good. I think that just look at the way that you view social media posts this week, look at the way you post social media posts this week, and just the way that you share your life. If you are sharing from a heart of, hey, let me help the next person, it's going to translate through the content you post.
Or just like genuinely sharing your life. Like,
yeah.
Some people just genuinely like sharing their life on social media, or for them to even be able to look back on.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. And what do you think this podcast is? This podcast is to help other people. And then when I'm 50, I can sit back and say, man, what was I doing when I was 25? Like, what were we doing in life and in business? But how many people have started their companies and grown their companies through listening to our show the last 3.5 years, right? And I know there's been handfuls of those because I've got personal messages and proof from it. So it's like, that's what matters, is people have grown. And so all the way down to me posting a box truck, right? Like, if I don't post my box truck on the social media and talk about how nice it's been for our company, how much it's helped us, then I can't believe you just...
I tried so hard.
That was almost a big sneeze.
I just blew my ears out.
If I don't post my box truck on social media and share its transformation for our company, then like the kid who's 16, 17, 18, they don't even know what's out there for them potentially. They don't know that box truck's an option. They don't know the path to get there to it. And so it's nothing. It's not me saying, oh, look at me, I have a box truck. There's way nicer box trucks out there, right? But I remember when I was 17, I was like, man, I can't wait to have I remember watching a YouTube video and I was like, man, look at all those landscape body trucks. That's what I want one day. And now we have a box truck and multiple trucks, right? And it's just like, it's funny how things change, like that perspective changes. And I just want people to make sure they don't get caught up in the negative of the way that stuff is portrayed. And as long as you do it with good intentions, then your stuff should come across as looking to help people grow as well. So don't let imposter syndrome come over on you too bad, and don't let people shut you down and not share your wins and things, because we've hit a few of them this year. We've had struggles along the way. We've done things, made decisions that haven't panned out well for us. But we're you know what, we're working through them. We're figuring it out. We're growing the company at the same time. So it's a day-to-day grind, a day-to-day struggle. But if opposition is what you're facing, then you're probably doing something in the right direction. And that is a good thing that I would say take away and try to implement into your life and look at and say, hey, am I having pushback? Or is it just everything flowing smoothly day to day, nothing going wrong, no waves rocking the boat, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And so look at your life in that way. But, we were just talking yesterday before we wrapped the show up. We were talking yesterday, and what were you getting so excited about?
Equip.
You literally, I've never seen you get so excited about a trip.
Okay, calm down. I wasn't like giddy over it.
You were giddy over it.
I just not.
Savannah is giddy to see everyone.
No, I can't say what I was actually excited about.
Savannah is giddy to have a trip away from Jack for a couple of days.
Yeah, nothing will get you excited about a trip or two away from him without. Hold on, I'm having a stroke.
With the attitude he's had the last couple of days.
He's been sick. Nothing will get you excited for a few days away like being a stay-at-home parent. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't really. I'm saying facts. Okay, I'm not complaining. I'm not whining. I'm not any. I don't need any pity. I chose this. It's just different. I don't get any. Like, I don't get any. I'm just adjusting to being with him all the time.
But yeah, because you weren't for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Like, that's you. Yeah. I mean, you lived in a life of working outside the home for a year and a half after he was here.
Mm-hmm. So we're just adjusting. So I'm excited for that.
And he's just he's at such a pivotal stage, like learning to communicate, throwing tantrums.
The twos are here.
How he handles emotions. Like, he's starting to feel emotions that he's never felt before. So it's just like working through all that. And we're having to work through that as well. Like, we've never parented a 2-year-old either.
Right.
So,
and he is like, the tantrums are here.
Yeah. Figuring out what he does understand, what he doesn't. Not giving him too much credit, but also not taking away either, because he's smarter than you would think.
Yep.
And so, anyway, all that to say, Equip is coming up. And I hope that you're going to be able to go. Been chatting back and forth with a couple of people today, just talking about their plans, their trips, and hopefully eating lunch one day at the show, just kind of getting with the food truck or something and eating lunch together. But
I don't even remember trying to eat lunch last year.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that one day. Stay tuned for that. It's nothing formal, but I think that we're going to try to eat lunch one day, just out in the gathering space somewhere. There's like 50. No, that's actually not true. There's like 10 food trucks to choose from outside. Usually pretty good options. There's concession
last time
food.
There was like 4.
Surely there's more. Shows getting bigger every year. Okay. Food has been something they needed to figure out for a while. There's some concession options inside, so hopefully. Anyway, there are plenty of tables. I do know that. There are plenty of tables to sit, plenty of open seating, so we can all eat together one day. But, Equip is coming. We're going to be there October the 15th through the 18th in Louisville. You can still register for 50% off. Now, the deal is not as sweet as it was last week or the week before. I think it was last week when it ended.
Week.
It's not as sweet as it was then because you could get it in for $15, but you can still get it in for $30 with code GG50. Instead of 60 because it's 60 now. So even if you may not go to the show, but you think there's even a chance you would go, register now, get in, get your spot confirmed. It's $30, right? Like it's not as good as 15, but it's only $30. You'll live. You will. It's worth it to not have to wait in line at the door. Pay $60 when you get there, and then like there's just no point. There's just absolutely no point. It blows my mind that people would even think of doing that. So. We're going to be there. At this point, honestly, if you are deciding to go, you just got to book your hotel before you book your ticket, honestly. Like, find a hotel, get in, because those things fill up fast. But we've got some good stuff we're going to be sharing about where we're going to be, a couple booths we're going to be hanging out in, and just doing some giveaways and things. So excited for all that to come. You'll be seeing everybody's schedules come out with people you know, love, like to hang out with and see at the show. Everybody will be talking about where they're at, kind of spread out throughout the show so you can walk and hang out and just network and really get to meet and mingle. This is the show for that. So that's why I push it so much. Like, I don't go there to buy equipment. I go there to network and meet people. And so do that, grow your network, because, you've heard it said before, your network is your net worth. And it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. And so that's one of my biggest things that I try to always say is it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. Because I know a lot of people. I know who a lot of people are, but do they know who I am? And that's not always the case. So we'll see you there in Louisville. It's less than a month away now.
Yeah.
It's actually 1 month from today.
That's crazy.
When we record this show.
Yep.
So 4 weeks away. Can't wait for it to get here. It's good. Man, it really is. It's like there's no lie in this. There's no like hyping it up to hype it up. It is really this fun. Mm-hmm. Like I'm super looking forward to it. So I think that's going to kind of wrap this one up. It's kind of a good closing there. I just want you to know and kind of take away from today, if you are feeling the opposition, if you are feeling the pressure, you may be doing something right. You may be moving in the right direction. Don't let people get down on you. Continue to have the right attitude, and I think you're going to go really, really, really far in life if you keep pushing. So thank you for tuning in. It means the world that we get to do it for you here 3 times a week on the show. 3.5 years in, and we don't have any plans on going anywhere anytime soon, so we'll keep bringing it to you as long as you keep showing up and listening. Leave us a big 5-star rating and review if you don't mind, because those help us grow the show. People come in, they see it, they say, man, this show has a little bit of social proof, and so we'll come out and give it a shot, and that's what it is all about, growing the community one relationship at a time. So without any further ado, that's going to wrap this one up, guys, and we look forward to catching everybody here on the next one.